I'm Mick Garris, and this is Trailers from Hell. And this time around, we're going to take a look at the second theatrical feature from Tobe Hooper, the mastermind behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This was the year of Star Wars, and a year after Jaws, this was the killer alligator movie Eaten Alive. Tobe Hooper came to Hollywood after William Friedkin had seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre and had become a big fan of the movie. He acted as a mentor to the young director and brought him to Universal. But when their original project for the studio didn't pan out, Tobe made the independent Eaten Alive as his next film instead. In the wake of Jaws, killer animals were all the rage, so the idea of a killer alligator in the swamp country was a natural for Tobe. The film is loaded with Tobe's signature backwoods characters and has a great sense of wild, overheated horror. There is little restraint here, and that's a really good thing. At the time this was made, if you were raising independent and foreign money, you had to put in familiar names, even if the actors were faded and aging. Neville Brand is the star here, in a crazed, alcohol-fueled performance. It's rumored that this was not a simple shoot and that Brand was a real handful, not shy about raising hell. His performance as Judd, the war vet owner of the Starlight Hotel and Zoo, is even wilder than the alligators. One of the big differences technically from Texas Chainsaw is that this movie was shot on a very claustrophobic swamp shack set built on a soundstage rather than the real Texas locations of Chainsaw. It really gives it a closed-in, frightening kind of feel. You can practically feel the dank humidity as you watch it. As Texas Chainsaw was loosely based on the real-life serial killer cannibal Ed Gein, Eaten Alive was likewise inspired by Joe Ball, the so-called alligator man. He was a prohibitionist in Texas who kept 20 alligators in a pit that you paid to see. It was really popular at feeding time when he'd throw in dogs and cats for them to eat. Well, he also disposed of the bodies of female victims that he killed by feeding them to the voracious creatures as well. A true Texas treat.
Mel Ferrer, Carolyn Jones, Stuart Whitman, Neville Brand. Get ready for Eaten Alive, a new horror classic.